Paul Barnett, Vice President and Chief Operations Officer of Network Depot.
Hi, I'm Chris Boyd. I'm the Sales Director, and today we're going to talk to you about why Network Depot, right? That's the big question. Why us? So I kind of want to arrange it into people, product, process, right? So you look at any company, and those are the three elements that I like to look at. So we're going to first start with people. I think that's the foundation for every company. So Paul, what's different about the Network Depot people?
So first, I want to say the people, product, process, that is very important to us. But all this goes back to providing great care for our clients. That's really our ultimate driving factor for everything. We truly do believe that we are a customer service organization that happens to do IT support. And a big part of that is hiring great people. And we have a very strict process that we follow for when we're hiring our staff. They have to pass competency tests. They have to pass personality tests. Not only that, they have to be able to communicate and communicate effectively with staff. Nobody likes to talk in geek speak. And anybody who's had to deal with a technician has been frustrated with that type of thing. We try to make things simple and easy to understand with your customer service needs in mind first.
So I don't know if you guys know, but technicians are broken down into kind of three categories, right? So you have your tier 1 technicians, your tier 2, and your tier 3. Tier 1 guys being, the fresh out of college, have their certifications, they have some experience, right? Tier 2 being the ones who can open up a server, work on server level issues. Tier 3 being your CTO, Chief Technology Officer, VP of IT level people. So who does Network Depot hire, Paul?
Well, I will tell you who we don't hire. We don't hire the tier 1 guys. We typically try to avoid that. These are the guys, have you rebooted your PC? Have you checked to see if it's plugged in? The guys that are clearly reading from a script when you call them.
Why? Do you think that's frustrating for a client if they get those people on the phone?
It's very frustrating. Anybody who has called their cable company, their phone company, and spoken to that person on the phone who insults your intelligence, a lot of times they're foreign-based. It is a very frustrating experience after having been on hold.
But doesn't it cost more for Network Depot to hire tier 2, tier 3 technicians?
Yeah, hiring higher level technicians is a bit more expensive for us. We do have to pay our guys a higher wage starting out.
What do you think that leads to?
I think it leads to an overall better customer experience. And once again, I'm going to go back to the theme that I want to carry through this entire conversation, that we are a customer service organization who happens to do IT support. That is a internal motto that we carry and strongly believe in. And our ultimate goal is to make sure that you have a great experience when dealing with our technical support team. And I believe that a strong part of that is having competent people on the phone with you to help you resolve your issues. People that can resolve your issue most of the time on the first try.
So if that leads to a better client experience, number one frustration I hear when I go out and meet with potential clients is their IT company has a big staff turnover. Mm-hmm. Every 6 months, they're talking to a new designated technician who doesn't know their network, who doesn't even know their name, right? How is that different in Network Depot?
We also believe that employee retention is an important part of having a great customer experience as well. And you are correct. It does take time to train and get somebody up to speed. I feel when we bring somebody on board, we don't fully unleash them on clients without help or assistance from another technician until the 6 month or so period. And after we've made that investment, we don't want that person to leave after a year. So we try to make a great environment for our employees to work in, one where they can be happy while working at a stressful job.
What's our average employee retention?
Most of our guys have been here. We've had guys that have been here 10 plus years. I don't know off the top of my head, but I would say on average it's 5 years plus.
What do you think our average client retention is?
Our average client retention, we do know that. It is 95% over a 2-year period and 90+% over a 5-year period, which is strongly ahead of the industry averages of 60% over a 2-year period. And I think that is directly related to having competent staff. And I think there's almost a one-to-one relationship between staff retention and client retention.
So you hire better people, you pay them more, you keep them around longer, and you think that mirrors your client retention as well.
Yes,
right?
I do believe that.
So when you hire people, let's just talk about the immediate result for the client, the day-to-day result. If you hire smarter people, then when the client calls in with a problem, is that issue resolved faster?
Yes, I do believe it's resolved faster. I think that resolves speed is important, but also customer experience is important. Having a great experience with your support service. Usually people call us when they're frustrated and upset, and we want to make sure we get you through that process as gently as possible.
So as a wrap up for the people part of this video is, when you hire smarter people, you pay them more, they stick around longer. So let's see how that affects the client. When you guys call in with an issue, you probably talk to someone who you're familiar with because they've been with Network Depot for so long. You have that issue resolved faster because you're talking to a more competent person. And because of the stringent employee onboarding that we have, we put them through personality tests and make sure that they understand the value of customer service. So you're talking to someone you know, you're having that issue resolved faster, and you enjoy that experience as much as possible. So let's carry that over into product, right? So people, product, process. Product, I think the only tangible one we can measure is our monitoring tools. So you want to talk a little bit about that? That's not, so don't give away too many figures, but.
Well, so just as important to having good staff, you also have to have good tools to allow those staff members to do their jobs in the most effective manner possible. We've invested heavily in remote monitoring, backup, reporting, the ability to give our staff every piece of information they possibly can have at their disposal to quickly solve and resolve your problems. We have the industry best tools in almost every aspect of our business. We've millions of dollars invested into this.
So you're able to diagnose problems remotely?
Yes, we're able to diagnose problems remotely. A lot of times we are alerted about problems before you even know about them. I've often had clients comment when they've gone back through and look at our ticket history. I see all these tickets that you closed that I never opened. You may not even know about them, but we proactively monitor servers and workstations for issues, and a lot of times we'll resolve those problems without you even being aware of them. Head them off at the pass before they become big issues that interrupt work.
That's a great segue into the final element, right? So people, we've talked about. Product, we've talked about. Process. So how do we bill? And that's flat rate, right? So there's a whole segment about why flat rate, but just to touch on it briefly, Paul mentioned we are proactive. There's tickets we resolve that you guys haven't even opened, right? Our alerting system has opened them. So that's proof of what proactive means, right? Staying ahead of it, staying ahead of problems. In a flat rate relationship, why would it behoove us to be proactive? Why do we want to get those tickets before they call us?
Once again, I go back to the client experience. We want to focus on you having a great experience being a client, and nothing is worse than having to get a bill in the mail where your IT support costs way more than what you feel like it should have. Why did your guy take so long to solve this problem? What happened? And that's why we firmly believe in flat fee IT support services. And the real benefit, the question to answer the question you were asking of that is when you're paying a flat monthly fee, it behooves us to be efficient, to make sure that we had problems off of the past, to solve problems that are long-term, lingering problems, to solve the root issue, not the ongoing symptom, not to treat the ongoing symptom. When you're paying by the hour for support, or you're on a flat block hour type support situation, your IT guy makes money when things break. We make money when things work. And like I said, that goes back to creating a great customer experience, providing great customer service.
Okay, so when Paul says that we get paid when things work, you can kind of take that to mean we lose money when things break, right? So when he says, we're literally monetarily incentivized to be proactive. Every time you call our technicians, we have to pull a resource to answer that phone call, answer that issue, resolve that issue. We lose money, right? We're allocating that resource. So we don't want you to call us. We want to head off the problem before you ever call us. If you don't call us at all during a month, you are 100% profitable as a client. Every time you call us, you become less profitable as a client. So I like to look at the process, meaning the financial motivation, right, behind every action is going to be to get you guys running smoothly.
And most importantly, this results in a great experience for you. The less you call, the happier your staff is, the more productive your staff is, the more profitable your company is, the less downtime you have. This all results in a better customer experience at the end of the day.
So I'll wrap this up by summarizing people, product, process. All three of those, you're going to ask yourself, what's the proof, right? Paul touched on it earlier, and I want to reiterate it and finish with this. Our client retention rate over a 2-year period is 95%. So if a client signs up, 95% of them will be with us after 2 years. 90% of them will be with us after 5 years. That's the proof behind this. That's how you know the customer service isn't just lip service.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. That speaks volumes to how the care and attention that we give our clients. And as we always say, we always provide plenty of references. Call any of our clients and ask them how they feel about us. I think the answer will be a unanimous, they're fantastic. At least I hope.
So this is Chris Boyd from Network Depot.
I'm Paul Barnett. Have a great day.
Thanks.